All right, folks, Robert Aaron Long was 21 years old. He was from Woodstock, Georgia, which is just north of Atlanta a little bit. He graduated from Sequoia High School in 2017. And I'm just going to just briefly tell y'all a little bit of what I know about him. He was a quiet kid in school. He actually was known as Aaron Long. Nobody called him Robert in high school, from what I read. They said he toted a Bible around with him. He was a very religious kid. But he had those demons inside of him. You know, so many people in today's age deal with pornography and sex addiction and stuff like that, and they just, you know, they can't kick it. And anyways, he had an internal struggle inside of him, and I believe he had a little more than that, because a lot of people have stuff like that. They don't do stuff like this. Like I say, he was 21 years old at the time of the events. He had actually attended a rehab for sex addiction, which was ironically just right up the street from the spas here on Piedmont in Atlanta. And you know, this area right here, there's a ton of strip clubs and massage parlors and stuff like that. It's just south of Buckhead, which is where I stayed last night, which is super nice into town. And I can't believe it's this close, but anyways, it's I didn't really realize that. But y'all stick around, I'm gonna show you the locations. Hope y'all enjoy the video. All right, folks, we're in Canton, Georgia. This is the driveway that comes to Big Wood Sporting Goods right here. I'm parked on it. I cannot get back to the location. There's too many people outside. I don't want to film for their own privacy and stuff like that. I just don't want to cause any problems doing this. I am going to drive back and show you the location. So this is where Robert Aaron Long would have came and bought his weapon that day. He would have left here and would have went to an alcohol store right down the road and got him a bottle of bourbon, and would have went to his first massage parlor for the day. I'm going to take y'all to all the locations. Y'all stick around. All right, folks, so after leaving Big Wood Sporting Goods, which he spent $460 there, he comes here in Ackworth to Young's Massage Parlor, which is right beside my head there in the screen. I'm going to show you a better image here in a little bit, but I want to say this. I'm trying to be as respectful as possible, and their location is right there, okay? I'm trying to, this has happened a little over a year ago, and I do not want to disrespect these people in any way. I'm not going to go on their property. I'm going to do some zoom stuff on my camera here in a minute and show you a better shot. But anyways, so he arrives here. He parks in the parking lot. I'm going to show you the exact location where he parked at. It's actually right there where that dark colored car is where he parked. And he parked there and sat in his car for an hour, okay? He drank some of his bourbon. and then he went inside. He did receive a service. He exits and goes into the restroom, and that's where he gets his gun out. Upon exiting the restroom, he goes to shooting, and he ends up killing 4 people and leaves 1 person critically injured before he leaves here. There's surveillance video showing him leaving. I'm going to show you that right now. And he's headed to his next location. All right. So he would have drove about 30 miles south, which takes about an hour here in Atlanta because everything is bottlenecked and slow. And he would have came here, okay? At 5:47, police were called to this location, which at the time was Gold Spa. It's now VIP Spa. You'll see it on the sign up here also. They were called here for a burglary or a robbery. What actually happened is Robert came in. He was parked in the parking lot right behind me there. And he walked inside and he immediately shot 3 women dead, okay? He then jumps in his car, crosses the street, and goes over here to what's behind me over here, which was aromatherapy spa, okay? As soon as he got over there, he walks inside, same situation. He walks in, points a gun in a woman's face and pulls the trigger, kills her. So that's 4 more dead here. So that brings the tally to 8 victims that are deceased and many more injured. And he leaves here and he turns south. He's headed to Florida, he's running, okay? Robert Aaron Long would have headed on 75 south, trying to get out of Atlanta as fast as possible, obviously. So his video, as you can imagine, was plastered all over the local news and everything. His family quickly recognized him, obviously, and they sent his picture and all of his information, his vehicle information, his cell phone information, all of that into the police. They did not want him to get hurt, okay? So once the state troopers got his information, they went ahead and started tracking his cell phone, okay? They knew he was headed 75 south, and they went ahead and put state troopers in place to intercept him. They didn't know exactly where he was, but they knew by the cell phone pings and all that which way he was headed. So they got about 25 miles ahead of him at that time, which was around mile marker 101, and they put 2 state troopers with their headlights shining across the highway, trying to identify his 2007 black Hyundai Tucson, okay? Around mile marker 97, they did see the car go by, and one of the state troopers pulled out behind him and began following him, okay? At mile marker 94, they verified that it was him via the tag on the car. Right now I'm at mile marker 93, okay? I'm gonna spin around and show you this. I'm gonna walk you through what they did here at this location. It happened right here at this sign, right in front of it, in the center lane here. I'm gonna turn the camera around. Mile marker 93. He was in the center lane. One of the state troopers was in the right lane. He comes up beside him and performs a pit maneuver and bumps into the passenger side rear quarter panel of Robert Aaron Long's SUV. It sends the vehicle this way, okay? Robert Aaron Long counter steers it back this way to the left. When he does that, the state trooper hits the door of the driver's side of the car, which spins the car facing this way, okay, which is east. When he hits him, Robert Aaron Long's car slides off and ends up facing back northbound, okay? And that's the end of the story. At the end of this chase here, he pretty much got out of the car without any resistance at all. About 30 seconds, he sat in the car and just pondered, I guess, for about 30 seconds, and finally he got right out of the car, and the officers arrested him with no incident, and the rest is history. When it was all said and done, there were 8 people that were deceased and many more injured. And he would face the judge for his crimes. And he killed people in 2 different counties. Cherokee County was where Young's was, and then down here it's Fulton County. And Fulton County went after him for hate crimes and death penalty, and he pled not guilty down here, but to the 4 people that he killed up in Cherokee County, he pled guilty, and he received 4 life sentences. So he'll never get out regardless, but the DA or whatever here in Fulton County, she's after him for the death penalty. She wants to get him for that, and rightfully so. What he did is a heinous crime. So in this video, I'm not going to be able to go to the graves like I traditionally do. I'm just out of time. I do this part-time, and I have to get home, and I want to go to the graves, but I'm not going to be able to. So I'm going to put the victims, faces and their names on the screen now, and we're going to show them some respect real quick. I mean, you know, I hate that I can't show you everything on this trip, but I'm just out of time and I cannot do it, and I want to go ahead and get this video up. But to all the families of all the victims and everybody out there, I offer my condolences to y'all. I will have every one of you in my prayers tonight. And with that, I'm going to end the video. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for coming to watch the video. Hit the like button, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Meet me in the comments. Tell me what y'all thought. All right, see ya.